everybody, and welcome back to the Playthrough Man channel. This is Rick. We are probably, I want to say about 3/4 of the way through Black River at this point. We have a whole bunch of stuff left. What we finished off yesterday was the drainage thing. We did the, we went and got the upgrade. We finished off King of the Hill. We did all kinds of crazy stuff. It was all over the map because I didn't really have a plan. And today might go the same direction, to be honest with you. We are going to start off with local entertainment. That's a little bit of a challenge sometimes, primarily simply because of what's involved with it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just dump right in on that thing. So we are center in the map right now. You can see that all of the watchtowers have been discovered, and the map is pretty well wide open. We are going to move to the northeast-ish, central northeast, sort of something like that, or eastern north central. I don't know, whatever, something like that. There was one little watchtower that I kind of knocked out right here. Let me move the cursor properly. There we go. And what that basically did for us, it finished off and opened up this whole northern area, which was pretty much open anyway once we hit local entertainment and we drove across this big long road where we dropped off the scout fuel trailer. So as I mentioned in a previous version of this series, we have our previous episode, I don't know why I said previous version, we need 2 scout trucks to complete this thing. And it's a little bit it's a little bit challenging even with 2 scout trucks. And the last couple of times I've done this, when I actually ended up finishing it off with a Taiga, just out of pure frustration. So I've got the 2 scout trucks already with us. We have the Con Marshal. You can probably see that in the map. And then over here we've got the Lodestar, the International Lodestar. If I can get the stupid thing to... There we go. Thank you very much for cooperating. So the Lodestar is going to handle a little bit of the recovery side of this. It's got the highway tires. It doesn't really have a whole lot of grip. Matter of fact, even getting it to this point, I got it stuck right here. And that was fun getting it out. I had to get the Con over and pull it up and all that other stuff, which is why the Con is now down to 68% of its fuel, and it does have a little bit of tire damage because, you know, that's just me. So why don't we go ahead and get started? What I wanted to do right off the bat was show off what the launch tower, or the watchtower, actually did when you launch it. So let's go ahead and get that done. Off in the distance, you can see the factory and a little bit of a geological survey, I think is what that little building is in the right side. But either way, not a big deal. Let's go ahead and get the Con rocking and rolling. Now, the gist of this, the workers have tried to decide if I want to go that way or if I want to come up over the hill. Let's go up over the hill. The workers have stacked up 5 different sets of 3 barrels in a little barrel triangle in 5 areas. The most difficult ones, in my opinion, are... Oh god, I can't even remember. I'll point them out when we get there. I don't remember what they're called because I hit them in a different order than the way they're set up. So right first off the bat, this is typically where you're going to run into your first tip over, but you go up the rocks and you can see the barrels right there. This is usually the easiest one to get next to Alpha. And once they're knocked over, you'll see that this one, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, this was Echo. Okay. Once you get that done, just back out. Don't try to turn around. Don't try to get crazy because that... Oh. Whew. That happens. Oh, no, 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 no. Can I get it? Can I get it? Oh, I can't get it. So this is common. Oh god, don't go all the way down. I have had it go all the way over the rocks and down onto that path below, and oh, that is the ultimate frustration. But you know what? That is why we have the Lodestar here. So let's go ahead and change over to the Lodestar. We're going to try like crazy not to get it stuck. First identify where that thing tipped over. Oh, it's back behind us. Okay. Oh boy. I might have put the lodestar in a very bad position because I thought we would be okay, at least with Echo. Good lord. Can't even get through the first one. So what we want to do is get fairly close, but leave us enough room to be able to jockey our way out of position. The lodestar is here for two reasons. One, it's going to pull the con back over, but number two, it's got the backup fuel tank. So, and that's important, as we found out with the last episode, because con runs out of gas. All right. So now that we've got that winch figured out, let's go ahead and actually we're going to detach it, and then we're going to pull the con. We're going to pull the con's front end around. Oh, you're not going to let me attach to the front end, are you? That's really uncool, man. Can I get it if I pop forward? Nope. Oh, you bugger. You bugger. Alright, well, it is what it is. Let's back on up a bit and we'll attach to the back. Oh boy. Hold your breath. All I'm trying to do is give the con enough room to get turned around here, and I think that's plenty. So now we will release there, and we'll get this guy turned around so he can make a run, assuming we foul up what I believe is going to be Delta. Let's put him back in a little parking area here. Stop the engine. Okay, so Delta is down these rocks, so I'll just keep backing up because that worked out so well the last time, right? And that's down in this little area right here. Gosh darn camera. And luckily we should have enough room to get turned around here. So yeah, that took care of Delta. All right, good deal. Now the real reason we have the lodestar up here is going to be, I think, fairly apparent, because you can take a shortcut, and I always do, and I probably shouldn't, but you can take a shortcut to Charlie. Get turned around here. Charlie, as you can see, is up on top of that hill, but to get there we've got to dive. Well, we don't have to, but I always do. We need to dive down these steps. And I don't know if we're going to get there in one piece. We usually always fall down here. Yep. Can I flip over properly? Nope. Okay, that's generally how I get through it. Now, there's a better way to get there, and I'm going to get there with the lodestar so we can get this guy flipped over. But listen, if you want to have a little fun, you know, punch it, see if you can make it through there. You won't. You won't. You may get a lucky bounce, but oh wow, I can't even get there through the change truck. All right, you may get a lucky bounce once you're down and end up on all four, but more often than not, that's not going to happen. So just resign yourself to that right off the bat. We'll jump into our international lodestar and drag that out. Now, let's say you just completed Delta. Delta? Yeah, Delta. Old man memory, bear with me. You just completed Delta, so you climb back up the rocks, get onto the road here, and you may have seen it when we came down from the watchtower. There's an opening that will allow you to slide into the area where the con is upside down now. It's right here. It's a little narrow. You can also go around the other side of these rocks, but whatever. Let's go this way. And you'll see the con is resting comfortably on its side. My fault entirely. So, rinse, lather, repeat. Hook up our winch. Drag this poor guy onto all fours again. And now we're recovered. So, oops. Release the winch, please. There we are. We'll get the lodestar. Here's the other side of those rocks, if you care to be not so adventurous. We'll get the lodestar backed up to the watchtower. We are by no means finished with the lodestar yet. I think the most difficult one really to get to is Bravo. So, stop that engine so we don't kill our gas. Can we change trucks? No, we cannot. Alright. Backed her up too far. Back to our con now. And we'll climb up the hill. You can see that front roll bar, I think, has taken a little bit of damage, but perhaps that was just the camera angle. Climb, 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 my friend. I didn't switch the Snow Runner gearbox out of here, and I probably should have. Let's gingerly make our way down the hill. Alright, good. And now we'll get down to Bravo, which is just around the corner. So we'll get back on the main road. And it's right here, literally around the corner. Now, there are a couple of trees here. You have to get around this big rock outcropping. Well, you climb on the outcropping, but you get around this big rock stack, and it's sort of a little dip to get to it, and then boom, you're good to go. Now, I say good to go a lot, and you're not, because this is the main reason I have our secondary truck here. I'm not even going to try to do it that way. When you do fall off, you will inevitably fall off in an area where you can't winch to literally anything around you. The Chevy is notorious for falling off here, and even when it's all decked out with the big off-roader, the mud tires, it always falls off right about here because of that big dip and that rock jutting up on the platform. It pushes it off to the side, and then boom, 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 down you fall, and you're on your side where you can see these trees, but you can't connect to them. And even if you could, this guy next to the, not the really small one, but the one just where the lights are pointing, that one always pulls out of the ground too, so never fun, never fun. So actually, let me not screw this up. Stop the engine. Now we can change trucks. So with the con, there we go. We got 4 gallons of gas. That's more than enough to get a Bravo done. These lovely little level changes are typically what's going to set the truck off and get it to fall off an edge like that. Oh my goodness, we're almost, there we go. Okay, now here's the dip I was telling you about. It drops down, and if you don't hit it just right, you won't hit it at all. All right, that is probably the best I have ever done these barrels. They are the worst. Oh my God, they are the worst. All right, now to get back. Oh boy. Can you gun it? Can you gun it? Can you gun it? Nope. Oh, now that's a new camera angle. Oh, that? Wow. I don't think I've ever seen, in all the times I've played this, I don't think I mean, I've done nose stands before. Probably not nearly as perfect, but I don't think I've ever seen the camera angle go upside down completely. That's really something. Huh, now I can't repeat it. That's funny. Alright, no problem. Change truck. That's why we have the Lodestar here, kids. I'm not kidding you. That is really perfect. Perfect nose stand. Didn't take much to fix it. Alright, let's go ahead and refuel the con. And we'll go take care of Alpha. That was absolutely amazing. I have never seen that happen before. I am totally blown away. Love it. Alright, source is not the Con Marshal. Source is our pickup chassis add-on. The target is our Con Marshal. And let's load it up. Absolutely astounding. Alright. Stop this engine. Change truck to the Con. Now, to get to Alpha. Whoa. Dude, what are we doing here? Oh, I got hung up on his front bumper. There we go. To get to Alpha, you could take the adventurous route, which is up and over these rocks. I like going through this stream. I don't know why. I just kind of do. It's kind of fun. So we'll plow through this little stream here. This will take us down to a really muddy area. But if we go around the rocks and stay on this grass area, we should be just fine. Now, if you don't have the Con, use the Chevy and make sure you put at least off-road or all-terrain tires on it. It'll be a little bit slower. The Con has mud tires, as we've discussed. So that makes things a little better for this task. But put the at least all-terrain tires on the Chevy. I think by the time you're ready to do the to do local entertainment, then you should have the ability to get those kind of tires. Let's go ahead and knock these barrels over real quick and get this done. 130 stars, and I missed how much cash that was because I got a little too quick on the trigger there. Anyway, if you put the all-terrain tire, at least the all-terrain tires on, off-road tires certainly. I don't think you'll have access to mud tires at this point. But either way, all-terrain at the very least, then getting down and getting around these areas shouldn't be tough. But please make sure you have a secondary scout vehicle, even if it's even if it's the dreaded International Scout. Okay. So we have completed that task, which leaves us quite a few to handle. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got to do there. Oops. There we go. Alright, let's fix that so that won't happen again. Okay. Let's see. We need to get over to... We're not quite... There are things here we can do with Husky Forwarding. I think Dyson Deal has one. Or Diesel. And Steel River Township has the Lost Container, which is way simple. Actually, we might go after that one. And then Steel River Supplies. So, but let's make sure we get these handled too. So these all take place. This one crosses the map literally. And it's been... Or, I'm sorry. Riverside Repair crosses the map literally. You go to... Whoops. You go to the warehouse. Then come down, grab a trailer. Come around, hit the lumber mill, then come all the way through, come up the road, and boom, you're at the boatman's house. So that one takes us all over the map. And then Motel Woes is a stuck trailer here. I think I've gone over this in a previous episode as well. You know, stuck trailer, what was I saying? There's a trailer store. Okay. The trailer we need is right here in the circle. And we bring that down to the motel. Super simple run, very easy to do. There is a trailer at the town storage that we need to acquire as well. There's a trailer here we need to pick up. It's a flatbed semi-trailer. It's got a low saddle, so we can use the Azov for that if we really want to. I know I haven't run the Azov very much. So we've got a number of things to do before we head off to Smithfield Dam. Let's go ahead and just go ahead and get Riverside Repair taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and drive the Con and the International Lodestar back to the garage and just leave them, and then we'll pick up the we will pick up the Taiga and start Riverside Repair with the service spare parts of the warehouse. So be back in just a minute, kids. Okay, I had a bit of a think off camera, and I decided, we haven't given the Azov enough love and attention on this playthrough so far, so let's go ahead and do that. And this is exactly why. It's in its highest gear possible, and it's super slow. Dependable, rock solid, but very, 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 very slow. So, as I was thinking about that transition, I also thought, hey, you know what? Lost Container, which is in the options we were going to skip over, is probably the simplest mission, period, end of story. So why don't we just go ahead and do that, and if we're going to need a truck with a crane, which we do, we may as well just go ahead and get the big long 5-section trailer, and we'll take care of that. So let me show you Lost Container in all of its glory. First off, we have to get the drilling spare parts, and it's probably better if I show you with the map here, so let's take a look at that. Zoom all the way in. There we are. Alright, so here are our drilling spare parts. Okay? We have to take it to the warehouse. I don't know. I guess they don't have employees that can run out there with a forklift and grab it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're going to do the job. So it didn't make sense to have to cross all over the map and try to get back to get this little 25, 30 foot run or 40 meter run, something like that. I don't know. Either way, I don't care. So we're going to detach the trailer. The crane being used, let me get off there. There we go. The crane being used on a different truck is no different than when it was on the Taiga. It's no different than when you're using the Lodestar. Same process. No big deal. I almost don't even want to put this on the trailer, to be quite honest with you. But doesn't matter. Activate anchor. Jump into crane mode. Hook the box. Slip it onto our back. It's literally the same thing we did on the northern section of the map with missing machinery. Alright. Although going a lot better than missing machinery did. Let's go ahead and activate our anchor. And I'm not going to worry about connecting it back up to the trailer, to be honest. Let's just go ahead and drive it right into the garage. They don't care how you get it there, just get it, or to the warehouse, I mean. They don't care how you get it there, just get it there. And again, the Azov is dependable. It's got a very good gas tank, 93 gallons. It doesn't burn a whole lot of fuel, but it does a fairly good job. It's just way slow, man. When you drop it into high gear, it's, where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you so slow, man? You know? So it should disappear the second we cross over. Cargo management. Really? Now, see, I would have thought... Huh. Okay. Well, let's get back into crane mode then. I would have thought that task would have been done. I really would have bet the farm on that. Okay. So they do care how you get it done. That's very interesting. It won't recognize it apparently unless it's in the back of a trailer. You know what? Let's try something. Hang on. We got time. I wonder if I can put it in that red. Let's try it. I've never actually tried it before. Oh, dang it. What is that crane? Because I went into cargo management. Oh well. Crane mode. Lift. Nope. Alright. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, we're learning, right? I thought maybe if I dropped it off in the cargo loading area, it might be okay. That's the red area again, is where you would manually load your cargo onto the trailer, but clearly not. Let's see. Nope. Man, oh man, it's going to require you actually load it to a trailer. That seems utterly ridiculous. Oh well, hey look, now we know, right? Damn you devs. Taking away my shortcuts like that, that's just completely and totally rude. Alright, let's get on out of here. Well, now you know. Now what's frustrating about that is we're going to take all that time to load it onto the big semi-trailer, and the dang thing will disappear the second we drive over it. Oh well. More opportunities to ruin it. Alright. Handbrakes on. Let's activate our anchor. The Ozov's not real tippy, but this weight could kind of throw it off, make it a little goofballs. Raise it on up with our L1. Oops. Go the opposite direction than where we were. Extend our boom. Rotate it around so that it will fit in the back nicely. Of course it's going to rain. Of course it's going to rain. And restore crane. Alright. Well, that's frustrating. I was hoping that we could just drive it right up there, but if you take the Lodestar, make sure that you bring a trailer. That's the gist of that one, I suppose. Now, I mentioned yesterday that or in the last episode, yesterday, whatever it was, that I normally bring a scout fuel trailer up here. And I do. Pack this cargo real quick. Oh no. Hold on, dude, where are you rolling? I usually stick it right in that dirt patch, just the back corner of the Azov is pointing to it. And that's a great refuel point for some of the other missions that you may want to run here, especially if you don't have a vehicle that's real good on fuel. So, or if you just want to get out and explore and have a spot where you're going to refuel. Yeah. Lights are on, so that's good. And we'll just drive it into the yellow square. That's really, really frustrating that didn't work, but well. I'm going to exit out of the other side here. Make sure my fingers are pointing right. Whoa, camera too. The other side. This side. Over. Next. There. Right. Whoop, fingers. Turn. That way. Cargo management. Unload. Wow. I made that way more complicated than it needed to be. Let's go and pick up our service spare parts now that we're here. Bricks, no. Concrete, no. Oh, there we go. 1 and 2. And we'll exit out this side this time. Normally I veer off to the left, but we're doing things differently on this run, I guess. So as I exit the warehouse, again, we're going to be doing a drive that you have literally seen me do a lot. So instead of boring you to death with this long slog with the Azov, I will go ahead and transition over, and when we come back, along with that dead stop sign, we will be near the lumber mill. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here we are back at the lumber mill again. Gave you a little bit of a scenic route, and what do you know, 1:39 in the afternoon, game time, there's another wolf over on the side of the road. I thought they only came out in the dusk and evening hours, night hours, but there I stand corrected again. I just never know what to expect from this game. I think that's what keeps bringing me back to it. I have yet to actually complete the whole game, I'll be honest with you. But I keep coming back. So we need two wooden planks. They'll fit nicely and leave us one more slot, which we won't be using. So now we're going to head off to the boatman's house, and let's see if we can't get this thing wrapped up. I'll be back in a minute. And let's see, we need to take this path here. I don't know why I glide past this every time, but I do. This is going to be super windy, just to give you an idea. Oops. It would be nice if I hit the right thing. We come up and around the bend, and then we make a very sharp turn, and then dive into the backyard. We're almost there. I'll go ahead and we'll just complete the drive since we're here. And you can see how windy this little snaky road is. Actually, I think we've already done this, but I believe we did it in the con, and I believe it was absolutely dark. So we'll do this in the daytime. Lovely little swampy lake there. And trees are killing it. You can see the areas that we've explored and had a little fun in. A bit of a climb. Not a problem for the Azov. Oop, took a little engine damage there. That's alright. May have to straighten this out just a bit for this run, rather than taking these big sharp turns. We'll just kind of climb our way on through. This would be slow even with the taiga, but with the ability to shift into high and have that thing punch a little harder with the taiga, it makes it a little easier. And we're getting rain again. I swear, that's all this place does is rain. Like the mud capital of the world. Not really. There's way worse than this. Anyway, we're going to very sharp turn and try to dive between the trees without hitting the boat and without getting the trailer hung up. We did very well on that run. And let's drop off our cargo. Now, it's super slow dropping cargo, so. Alright. There we go. And 2. Really? You're gonna make me do it again? There we go. Hey, we got promoted. Level 6, 180 stars, $1,600 in cash. And we have completed it. We are now up to $29,250. We'd have a whole lot more if we hadn't bought a couple of trucks along the way, I think. Or bought the upgrades anyway. We get a little bit of coffee and we'll head on to the next one. Okay. So with that complete, now we can go to the trailer store and sell off our trailer, because we won't need it again, which will then allow us to grab the curtain side trailer, which is hiding here for motel woes, and then we can bring that down to the motel. So I will catch you at the trailer store. Actually, you know what? We'll cut out the trailer store, because you've seen me sell trailers 100 times. I'll probably do a montage or something, whatever. I'll figure it out. Okay, so as we leave the trailer store, we're just going to stay on the same road. That's going to take us right to the curtain side trailer that we need to pick up. Not exactly a difficult drive. Again, the Azov or the Taiga is perfectly suited for this run. And I don't really need the crane, but I don't really want to go back to the garage, take it off, and then come all the way back over here. So we're just killing two birds, so to speak. Nice little drive, though. I don't spend a whole lot of time screwing around over here either. There may be other things I do off camera where I explore this section a little bit more. I don't think there's anything to really find, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a beautiful spot or something. I don't know. If I do, I'll make sure and post those pictures up on Facebook. So as we back into the trailer, let me also take time to remind you that there is a Facebook page for the Playthrough Man channel. It is exactly that. Go to Facebook, dump in Playthrough Man channel, and drop me a follow. I'd very much appreciate that. Let's go ahead and attach the trailer, and we'll get on down to the motel. Now, the route, since we're here, we'll just kind of backtrack a little bit. We don't really want to continue through this area because now we're down in a nasty route. So we'll do a little bit of backtracking. Come back through this way. Come through here. We'll go around. That'll take us right through the center of town. And bam, right there to the motel woes. And I will catch you probably right in here somewhere in the town, something like that, in a moment. Well, I'll tell you what, the sound of this Azov driving is, once it gets cruising, it's just hypnotic. You just kind of zone out, you know. We're back anyway. We have made it through the town, just about. And we're headed to the motel where I'm probably going to take out one or two cars that are parked in the parking lot and just seem to have that kind of luck. Luckily, you don't get penalized for it, but it's embarrassing. So I figured I'd warn you ahead of time. You can enter either side of the motel. I prefer to jump in this way. In the first square, that is where you pick up the task if you don't already have it. And let's see if I can do it without wiping out a car. Oh, hey, I actually not take out. I usually take out that red sedan every single time. Looks like I'm not going to. Can I do it without taking out the stairs? Probably could have, but... The second box here is where we drop this trailer off. 210 stars, $1,850. We have one little thing we're going to do before we head back to the garage, so I'm going to head back into town and get that squared up. I'll be right back. Alright, so we let Chuck get himself a little bit of a nap. He was kind of weaving a little bit, so I thought, let's pull him over. He wasn't really, I'm just narrating. Let's pull him over. Let's go and get him some sleep. He's now well rested, and we are going to grab the last couple of trailers that are sitting here waiting to be picked up for God knows what reason. They have cargo on them, so might as well back up to it and drag it on over. We're going to create a trailer train before we head back to the garage. So we'll back the Azov up. Once we get attached, instead of dragging that extra weight around, just go ahead and remove cargo, which is, you see me craning around the microphone, sorry. I need to sit up and be proper in my seat, but I don't like slouching, man. I didn't get to 50 doing things properly. Anyway, click on remove cargo, a series of X's will show up, and then just simply click on those, and you now have a very clean cargo. So the other trailer we're going to go pick up is actually straight across from us. It's a little sideboard trailer. We're going to have to disconnect the big trailer because making this turn and fighting this trailer is an absolute nightmare trying to get it out. There's a big pole that's sitting in the way, and it's just an absolute pain in the back. So I'm going to drive over there, disconnect the trailer we have currently, the flatbed trailer, and then we're going to pick that guy up, and then we're going to head all the way back over to the garage, and I'm pretty sure that's going to do it for this episode. But let's see what happens. We still got a couple more trailers we got to run down and pick up. We got one in each of these trailer areas, or trailer park areas. So there's a rammed flatbed and then the fuel carrier. So still got a few miscellaneous things to pick up, but we're not going to add them to the train, I think. Let's see if we can do it. Anyway, be right back. Okay, we made it back to the garage. There was absolutely no issues whatsoever. I'm not 100% certain if I mentioned this before. I'm pretty sure I have. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I did it when we had the other trailers, but whatever. When you have a trailer attached via the winch, it is not recognized as a trailer at all. And if there's cargo on it, then you will automatically lose the cargo, and you'll get a little warning about it. Just blow through that. Just a reminder if I've already said it. I'm pretty sure I said it in episode 1 of it. Whatever. Same process as before. We'll sell it off just like we do. And then we'll back up, connect to the one with the cargo. And we'll have netted a nice, neat little profit for hardly any work at all. So you can collect trailers all over the place. Matter of fact, there is one big trailer up north that we need to, or one little trailer that we need to go after. I'm not going to worry about that just yet, though, because we need to go after that with the scout, or you can drag it behind. What am I doing? Drag it behind one of your bigger trucks. We'll chew that food when we have to. One thing I kicked back over here to talk about, though, is look at the fuel on the Azov. We started out with 93 gallons. We have 34 gallons left. We burned about 60 gallons of fuel in that whole run and didn't have to refuel one time. So the Azov is amazing on fuel, and it's a good beginner truck too. If you're gonna go after any truck at all once you have your first 100,000 or so, right? The Azov starting off is a very good start for you. It's slow enough to where, actually, no, let me get this crane off of here. It's slow enough to where you don't have to worry too much about controls. It can ease you into the game, and then you can move on to the Taiga and have a little bit more challenging drive, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it, than you would have otherwise. So we'll get rid of the crane, and we'll put we'll keep the low saddle only on there. Where is my crane? There it is. There we go. Leave the low saddle on just in case. I don't think we're going to be using the well, we may use the Azov to go get those other trailers down at the trailer parks, but I think for now, that's pretty much going to take care of things for us on this episode. So as always, I appreciate everybody taking a look at things today. We accomplished quite a bit. We still got a little bit more to go with Black River, but we are well on our way to Smithfield Dam. Again, thanks everybody for taking a look. You can reach out below in the comments, as I mention almost every video. Feel free to share, like, subscribe in those three things. Jump down on the link below in the Facebook thing. You can also join us on Facebook, Playthrough Man channel. Take a look at all the things that are scrolling around down in there. We got all kinds of videos. I'm going to start posting a lot more of the behind-the-scenes stuff so you guys can get an idea of what's going on behind here. This is just a facade, honestly. You wouldn't believe the ghetto stuff I have to make this stuff happen. But anyway, whatever. It's all beyond the point. We're going to come back next time, and I think we're going to take on not a drill. It's going to be a tough one, and I think we're going to bring the wife in on that one if she's so inclined. She's already done it once. What's one more? Anyway, catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.